Most professionals treat AI like a search engine and get mediocre results. If you want reliable output, you need a system, not a magic phrase. Here is how to fix your prompts. Welcome to Dry Run, where we test AI tools so you don't waste your afternoon finding out they don't work. You have likely spent the last year shouting at a chatbot. You ask for a report and it gives you a list of platitudes. You ask for a strategy and it returns a generic blog post. You spend 20 minutes correcting the AI, which defeats the purpose of using it. This happens because most people use natural language to talk to machines without providing a structural logic. In 2026, the models are more powerful, but they are still prone to drifting if you do not anchor them. If you treat your prompt like a casual text message, the model treats your request like a casual suggestion. This waste of time costs you hours of billable work or deep focus every week. It creates a cycle of frustration where you end up doing the work yourself anyway. By the end of this, you will know exactly how to use 5 specific frameworks to get professional-grade outputs every time. You will move from trial and error to a repeatable system that works across every major model, from GPT-6 to the latest Claude and Gemini iterations. Number 1, the RTF framework. This stands for Role, Task, and Format. Using this stops the model from giving you generic, middle-of-the-road answers. Here is the thing most people miss. If you do not assign a role, the AI defaults to a helpful assistant persona, which is often too polite and too vague for professional work. To use this today, start your prompt by telling the AI who it is. For example, you are a senior venture capitalist specializing in Series B biotech startups. Then give it the task. Audit this pitch deck for logical fallacies in the market expansion section. Finally, define the format. Provide a table with 3 columns: fallacy type, evidence, and suggested fix. This framework ensures the output matches the professional standards of your industry. Assigning a role forces the model to prioritize specific parts of its training data. Number 2, the chain framework. This is for complex workflows that require logic, not creativity. It stands for context, hint, action, intent, and next. This framework prevents the model from hallucinating or skipping steps in a multi-stage process. You provide the context of the situation, give a hint or a constraint to steer the logic, state the action, explain the intent behind the work, and define the next step. If you are auditing a smart contract in 2026, you might say, context. This is a liquidity pool contract for a decentralized exchange. Hint. Focus on reentrancy vulnerabilities. Action. Scan the provided code. Intent. We need to ensure zero-day exploits are mitigated before the audit. Next. Provide a prioritized list of vulnerabilities. This saves about 3 hours a week if you use it right because it eliminates the back-and-forth required to clarify intent. Logic follows a chain, not a single leap. Number 3, the PAIR framework. This is your tool for strategic analysis and decision-making. It stands for problem, action, result, and evaluation. Let me break this down plainly. Most people ask AI to solve a problem, but they don't ask it to evaluate the solution. With PAIR, you define the problem clearly, ask for a recommended action, describe the desired result, and then, this is the vital part, ask the AI to evaluate its own recommendation for potential flaws. Use this when you are planning a departmental budget or a product launch. Ask the model to identify 3 ways its own plan could fail. This provides a built-in reality check that most professionals forget to perform. Structure the evaluation to find flaws before you do. Number 4, the CoStar framework. This is the standard for content creation and communication that actually sounds like your brand. It stands for context, objective, style, tone, audience, and response. This framework is why some people get AI text that sounds human while others get text that sounds like a corporate brochure. To use it, define the style, perhaps minimalist and data-driven, and the tone like authoritative but approachable. Specify the audience, such as chief technology officers in the renewable energy sector. When you define the audience and tone, you prevent the model from using the AI voice that everyone has learned to ignore. Audience and tone are the 2 levers that prevent generic output. Number 5, the skeleton of thought framework. This is how you generate high-quality, long-form documents without the model losing the plot halfway through. Skip the theory. Here is what actually works. Do not ask the AI to write a 3,000-word report in one go. The model will run out of attention and the quality will degrade. Instead, ask it to provide a skeleton or a detailed outline of the report first. Review that outline. Then ask the model to write each section one by one, using the previous sections as context. No fluff, here's exactly how to do it. Prompt 1 is generate a 10-point outline for a white paper on 2026 autonomous logistics. Prompt 2 is write section 1 based on the outline, focusing on data privacy. Repeat this for every section. This ensures the 5,000th word is as sharp as the first. Outline first, execute second, verify third. That's everything for today. If one of those saves you even 30 minutes this week, it was worth your time watching. To recap, use RTF for quick professional tasks. Use Chain for logical workflows. Use Pair for strategic decisions. Use CoStar for brand-aligned content. Use Skeleton of Thought for long-form reports. If this was useful, hit subscribe. We post every week, no filler. And drop a comment below. Which of these 5 frameworks are you going to test on your next project? I read every reply.